An Iowan is now charged with fraud in an election that could not have been closer. Here he is, Kevin Dorland, and definitely no thumbs up from the Madison County Attorney about him. Dorland is charged with voting illegally multiple times. We'll hear from the Iowa mayor who might have lost his re-election campaign because of him. And it's no longer rumor or gossip. See how Iowa's governor is working to get a fellow Republican voted out of office for not supporting her plan for schools. And it's been panic for some parents following a nationwide baby shortage. Hear what a supply chain expert says is to blame for situations like these, and it's not the president.
From your local election headquarters, this is The Insiders with Dave Price.
A Clark County educator is not his town's mayor this year, and it could be because of this man. The Madison County attorney charged Kevin Dorland with illegally voting 7 different times in recent years. Now, Dorland claimed that he lived in a home in Osceola and he voted in elections like the mayor's race as if he still lived in that home in town. But the investigation showed that he has not lived there and he lives out in the county. Here is why this is not just a case of potential voter fraud, though. Now, you might recall that Osceola's mayoral race between Mayor Tom Kedley and challenger Matt Stoll ended in a tie last November. Actually, Stoll had finished up initially by 1 vote, 382 to 381 on election day, but then Kedley asked for a recount. The clerk said that one ballot didn't scan correctly, so it ended up with a 382 to 382 tie for the two men. Well, local leaders could have randomly drawn one of the names out of a hat to break the tie, but instead they used a candy dish from the nearby courthouse. A county supervisor then chose the slip of one of the pieces of the paper. It had the challenger's name on it, so the new mayor became Matt Stoll. Well, Tom Kedley maintained that there was talk in town that somebody had been bragging about voting, even though that man now lived in the county instead of in the city. Well, Kedley now feels like he has some vindication now that Kevin Dorland is charged with those election misconduct felonies.
We started this process back in November to contest this election due to voter fraud. In addition to that, we were going to look into the voter fraud before the lot draw. I sat down with Mayor Stoll and said, "Hey, let's do a gentleman's agreement. I'll drop out of the race, you drop out of the race, and then we'll rerun and we'll go after this voter fraud together." And he declined that. So it's just coming full circle on letting the judicial process work its way out and the legal process to work its way out to give everyone their constitutional right to a trial by a jury of their peers and make sure we're protecting our hallmark of our democracy, our elections, to make sure that we have free public elections, to make sure that the citizens of Osceola's election rights aren't infringed by voter fraud.
Now, even if Dorland voted illegally, it's tough to say for sure that his illegal vote cost Kedley his job as mayor.
We'll never know the way the vote went. He could have voted for Mayor Stoll. He could have voted for me. He could have written someone in. That's regardless. The most important thing is that it was an illegal ballot cast in the election. It's important to protect the hallmark of your democracy, which is voting. So yeah, that is correct. We'll never know how the vote was casted, and we shouldn't speculate to how it was casted. But it's just important to make sure that our elections are fair and that they are protected.
Kedley says it's been a long 6 months since that November election, and yes, he is thinking about another run.
I'm a human being. I mean, it's been tough since November. Again, I got 382 votes. So did Mayor Stoll. So we both represent a portion of the voting population who casted a ballot legally in that election. So yeah, I have people coming to me with questions and concerns, and I try to direct them in the correct location and the correct direction on where to go, because I am not in office right now, but I still want to volunteer. I still want to serve. I still want to help our community. I mean, I live here. My family lives here. My wife and I work in education here. This is our home. We want to see it successful. We want to see it prosper. We want to see it continue to grow. It's important to me. this road from November has taught me that you don't have to be an elected official to serve. I serve as an educator, I serve as a volunteer, I serve as a coach, I serve on certain boards and commissions, but yeah, I would love the opportunity to serve my community again, 100%.
Mayor Stoll has not publicly commented about the charges against Dorland. Now, keep in mind here, since so much time has passed since the election, even if Dorland is found to have voted illegally and he voted for Stoll, if they can somehow figure that out, there doesn't seem to be a legal path for Kedley to try to reclaim his job until they hold an election down the road sometime. Up next, Republican versus Republican and the governor's campaign to get rid of lawmakers who have not supported her school choice plan.